Trevors, Trevs, and Treviettes. My name is Bugalife Bugster the 28th, but you can call me Buggy the 28th. I'm the benevolent leader of Bug Nation, and I'm going to talk to you about something that really grinds my gears, okay? Now, if you know me personally, first of all, hi. Second of all, you know that I really like Demon Slayer. And a specific character that we're going to be talking about today, Nezuko. I like her. She is awesome. She's cute. She's funny. Little sweetie. That's where the first problem comes in. That's kind of all she is. I don't have a script for this, so sorry if everything seems a bit disjointed. I am going to be cutting a lot. But she falls into the category of poorly written, where we know a lot about her, but we don't know her. And for some characters, that is okay. Like someone like Rose Quartz, where she haunts the narrative, but she's not an actual character. But Nezuko is an actual character. There is the protagonist, Tanjiro, and then I can't remember. It was like antagonist or something like that. Like not antagonist, but something else, but where it's like the second most important character, and that is Nezuko. If it wasn't for Nezuko, there would be no plot. Tanjiro would not be the main character. Point blank period. She is literally the most important character in the entire manga, and yet we never get to see her point of view. She is barely ever seen outside of like the first arc. She's always in a box. No, first two arcs, I think. Because there was that one time where she fought, and then that was kind of it. She fought in the entertainment district, but not for long, and it felt like her berserk form was more, look, she's actually doing something other than, like, actual character development. And, like, that just pisses me off. Her whole thing is just being like treated like a cat, like a pet, basically. And instead of that on its own, her being treated like a child and her acting like how she is, even though she's 14, acting like a 12-year-old, that is fine. Trauma affects everyone differently, but the problem is that's never explored. It's just treated as like haha, funny, silly, but we never get to see her point of view, how she feels about becoming a demon, how she feels literally seeing her entire family die before her and her not being able to do anything. Yeah, that is insane. Of course that would traumatize anyone, but we don't get to explore that at all. She is just treated like a little plaything, little thing. Put her in the back. She's a demon. She's not even treated like a demon slayer, which it would have been so cool if she was like an honorary demon slayer. She's not really. She's just kind of here. And even worse, Tanjiro always babies her and like she's like, I know best. Yes. Yeah, she just sleeps in a box. She is in the box constantly. It doesn't really seem like she hangs out with anyone except that one time with Mitsuri, and then maybe when they went away later for the training arc, and then she was like hanging out with the Butterfly Sisters. That was kind of it. That's all she hangs out with. Most of the time she's in her box. Like, that would drive me crazy if everyone did not treat me like I was an actual person, and then second of all, they kept me in a box for a literal years, by the way. Like, I think a full year went by in past like the training arc was like a whole year. That's just what I think, because the manga was very like fast paced because there wasn't that many. So that's just what in my head, like a lot of stuff happened in between books relatively, depending. That's just what I know, because that's just what I think, because I have never watched the anime. I'm not going to. It looks sort of ass. I'm sorry, the art just looks not very good compared to the manga. That's why when I read a manga first, I usually never watch the anime, because it ruins the art for me and it ruins what I think the characters sound like. And you can sound off in the comments being like, oh my god, watch the anime, it's so good. It's okay guys. I'm gonna watch the which one was it, the Mugen Train movie with my friend in like, I don't know, a couple weeks or something. I'll have to talk to them about that actually. But literally, she's even at the end, she says, "Yeah, I just slept for 2 years." I basically didn't know what was happening most of the time. Like, we could have unpacked that. Like I said before, there are 4 main characters: Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Inosuke, I love Inosuke, and Nezuko. And she's the only one, Nezuko's the only one that we never, like, have an inner monologue of, ever. We never get to hear her thoughts or what she thinks at all. Like I said, she's generally just treated like a little puppet for Gotoge to like play around with whenever, and like literally just forget she exists most of the time. And I wouldn't be as mad about this if Gotoge, she knows how to write female characters, at least sort of well, because Shinobu and Mitsuri are like incredibly well-written characters, especially when it comes to anime, because a lot of times it can be very sexist. As a person who was in the MHA fandom for like, I don't know, 2-3 years in elementary school, like, yeah, it was very sexist, and there were like no well-written female characters at all. But it's different. It like hits me more that Nezuko is so like literally the most poorly written female character in the entire show. One of the just worst written characters in general in the manga. It just like pisses me off when Shinobu is such a well-rounded, well thought out character, and like regardless of gender, you explain this character to someone's like, oh, they're so cool, that's an incredibly interesting backstory, incredibly interesting motive, fight amazing, Kano too, Shinobu, Kano, Mitsuri, incredibly well written, awesome characters. And then you have like Aoi too. She's pretty, like, she's a side character, but even she, like, I know more about her aspirations and who she is as a person more than I know Nezuko. All I know is that she's incredibly traumatized, she's a demon, and she sleeps during the night so that she doesn't eat people. That's kind of all I know. And like, she has like a couple different forms. She's got like big form, regular form, berserk form, and then like low kid form, which she stays in like most of the time, which first of all I think is kind of weird. For you to be sexualizing this 14-year-old that also at the same time acts like she's literally like 4. You know, she acts like she's 12. No, she doesn't. She acts like a little cat. She acts like a pet. She acts like a pet, generally. Anyone who disagrees with that, like, did we read the same manga? Did we? Well, I haven't watched the anime. Did you watch the anime? Is it that different? It's like she's like incredibly well written in the anime that like all my points are just invalidated because I've never watched the anime, and she's such this amazingly well written character in the anime. I don't think so. I really doubt it that they would just completely change the Nezuko as a character. That would have been cool if they made her. I got hair in my mouth. It would have been really cool. That would be so awesome if they did actually write her well. But before I started reading the manga and read it all the way through, a couple years back, I watched up until I got all through the Spider Family arc, and it was basically the same. I went back and I read like the first couple, I think it was the first 5, because I just skipped those and kept going. It's like, oh, I already watched that, so it's fine. And then I went back and it was like basically exactly the same. Maybe like some strong scenes are a little more drawn out because filler and whatever, but yeah. She acts the same, so I doubt that the rest of the series would give her like some epic character development and like really get into her character. I seriously doubt that. So don't go into comments being like, well, in the anime she's different. I'm not talking about anime Nezuko, first of all. Second of all, I doubt she's that different. And I haven't watched the anime, so literally does not matter to me whatsoever what she's like in the anime, because I'm not watching the anime and I haven't watched the anime. This felt very like mean, ranty. Again, I really do love Nezuko. It's just like so much wasted potential, and I might in the future make like redesigns, because I've had this idea of making redesigns of her like from each different like arc, her like character development, like me writing a bit and like showing how her character like develops, like in her outfit and just what she looks like. That's pretty much it. Love you. Your opinion in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Whatever. Comment down below. See ya. Have a good day.